I get called in, it's to deal with getting rid of violent hauntings, to basically make sure things are in good shape. Any questions for me? They're not all running away, so that's a good sign. But no, I love the energy. I'm excited for tonight, and very excited to connect. Thank you. You want me to talk or kind of go?
No, talk please.
You want these bigger? Sure. Oh, wait. That's okay.
We'll be spooky for a minute.
Thank you, Chuck, for the nice things you said. My name is Chris Sutton. I have, like Dan and I have been on several investigations. I guess the first time Dan and I met was in Kentucky, what, 3 years ago? Yeah, then we met up again in Denver and a couple other places and started doing investigations together. We always end up in Iowa. I feel like I'm a second citizen there or something. I've never been to Iowa except for, I'd never been there until 2016. And so, but we seem to end up there a lot. I've been practicing shamanism for about over 25 years. And one lady who came in asked a very good question, what is shamanism? And there's just so many different answers because there's 500 something different Indian tribes in this country, in North America, in this part of North America. There's some 500 different types of shamanism. You go into Europe, you have different types of shamanism. Basically what it is you work with the spirits of, like you talk about spirit animals and spirit helpers. Those are types of things that shamans work with. They go what you call journeying, where you go to the spirit world and you ask for help from the spirits that are there. Okay, so and that way you go up there, like say somebody's sick, okay, what should we do about it? You go ask them, you come back, and they tell you, you come back and you apply that. Again, that's called journeying. And then we also, people practice shamanism, do like healing work, I do divination work, all sorts of stuff. I didn't start, I actually was in shamanism 6 or 7 years before I did ghost hunting at all. So I kind of backed into this stuff. A friend of mine's son asked me to come and do an all-night radio show at this local college. It was kind of an old place, and he wanted to go look for ghosts. I'm like, I don't know, I've never worked with ghosts before. Like spirits, ghosts, energy, okay, it worked out pretty good. So there for a lot of years I did some paranormal stuff. I do more of it now because I find it really interesting. What I've been doing this year, my focus this year has been on why are certain places haunted? Because there's some places it's weird. You don't know why they're haunted. Like Dan and I were up Chuck were up in Iowa at this for our school place. All right, this is a nice place. Kids had fun there. They loved it. It was a good place to go to. It's open for several years. No molestation, nothing crazy like that. Just normal, child trauma. It happens in every school. But this place is legit haunted. So like, what's the deal with this? And so I went to a place called Edinburgh first, and what we do is we do the drumming circle outside. And like this drumming circle, we do a little ceremony, talk to spirits, and then we go out and investigate. So at Edinburgh, which is also in Iowa, that worked out really well. We did it earlier this month in Farrar, and I'm still getting over it myself. And like I said, I've seen a lot of stuff in my time. Like I said, I've been doing this kind of stuff for a lot of years, and it's usually not I don't investigate just for the hell of it. I usually do it for a reason. I have a lot of admiration for people who do that, go out and get the evidence. I think that's great stuff. I just go where I'm called to go to, basically. And so we went to there, and it's just the connection, and not just the people who are spiritual people, who are the mediums and whatnot. People who had never had experience in their life were having experiences. They felt the energy of the earth, because that's what this is all about. This place, you pull up here, and some of you folks who are sensitive felt the same thing. And you might not know you're sensitive, and also you start feeling this buzz, this energy. This place has got it big time. And you look up into the hills in here, and you can feel it. This is one of the more powerful places I think I've ever felt, and I've been to some pretty powerful places before. So, why is this place extra haunted? That's probably, to me, that's why. I mean, I don't know a lot of the stories that can come out of here. I mean, Lynn could probably tell some, Dan could tell all kinds of stories. I've got Dan's book, and I read part of it. I haven't finished it. I was going to finish it before I came out, but sorry, Dan, I just didn't get to it. But I did buy it, so. But part of it too is I don't like to know all the stories all the time. I want to come in and feel it and not have any preconceived notions of what's going on. Unless somebody wants to pull me into something that's violent or something like that, poltergeist situation. Then I want to know some history and whatnot, but just so I know what I'm dealing with. But I'd rather just come in and feel it for myself, investigate for myself, and see what's going on first. And this place, like I said, I pulled up and I was like, whoa, this has got some juju to it. The pond down there's got something in there. We were feeling it down there, Brent, and we were down there looking and we could feel it. We could all feel the same, Brent and John. Something's down in there. You go up in here. There's a nice tree up there. They do some prayers. They do some offerings up there. I didn't know it was there. I mean, Dan told me, but I didn't know where it was. Boom, I went right up to it. It's like you can just feel this place will lead you places if you let it. You keep your mind open. And when we do our circle, we'll do that. I'm going to open you all up. If you let it, it's up to you. I can't make you do anything. If you don't want to be part of it, that's cool too. I understand that. Some people have issues with that, but but that's cool. You don't have to do it. We will be filming it. So if you have problems with that, I am filming these things. I may end up on VidiSpace with the same network Dan's on. That's who does First Right Refusal. So, but I wanted people to see it, just to see a different way of looking at how things get haunted, or why things are haunted. And it's because of the energy, and because the people lived here before. There's a strong native presence here. It's different here because it just feels like the people were here longer. There's a real strong energy, there's a strong presence of spirits. The little creature Dan was talking about, I looked at the first thing I thought about, he told me where it was. In the Eastern, there's a lot of stories from Eastern Native Americans about, and this is like if you're into the European stuff, or if you're into the fairies and stuff like this, is like what they are. I mean, they're our brand. They're our answer to the Fae. But in this land, they were called puckwudgies, and they're little beings about yay big, about the size of the pictures that Dan has of the beings in that. And so Dan showed me that. So that looks like a puckwudgie. And I mean, every you go to different areas, they have different names for them. There's some for the Cherokee have different names for them. You go up towards Maine, different names. You get out towards the Midwest, there's different names for me. The legends did not take as well out there. I mean, I think the Sioux have a name for those types of folks. But yeah, I mean, to me, that's what it was. So that's one of the reasons we came out. I wanted to come out here was to see if we can find a puckwudgie. I've already been up there once and talked to the spirits and to the energy. There's something else. There's something very elemental about this place. So it's not just native spirits you're dealing with. There's also elemental energies as well. Elemental means they're of the earth. Trees, everything has kind of a spirit to it, elementally. Trees, water, everything. There's can be something, a spirit in anything. There's a nice little air spirit that lives next to my house at home sometimes. She vacations someplace else, but she pops back there. And all this energy's here, which is, okay, again, why is this place so haunted? It's so darn powerful here. So take advantage of it. I mean, this is like, they have not worked outside here very often. So now's a good time, kind of get into it. This is something that's kind of unique. And so that's why, and I hate billing, this is a unique event. You'll never see anything like this before again. No, it's not. It's not done very often, so I really wanted to do it. And I wanted to do it here because it just feels like Spirit seems to put me where I need to be. And so I need to be here. And so Dan was gracious and invited me, which I appreciate. So anyway, yeah, that's why I'm here. That's kind of what my deal is. This is to find out why houses are haunted from the outside. And so we're going to take a look about 9 o'clock. Gotta wait till it gets dark. You can't do this in daylight. Then what we'll do is we'll start, then we'll circle up around the fire probably. We'll do our thing and then just kind of follow along with me. I'll tell you guys exactly what to do when we're doing it. And then when we're done, kind of hang in a circle for a little bit, let the energy, allow yourself to soak in and allow your senses to open up. And then you can kind of go off where you want to and investigate. And we're going to come to you and see what you're feeling, what you're finding. So I don't want everybody all clumped up. Just kind of spread out a little bit. And Dan's gonna be have the camera. I'm gonna be running my mouth. Chuck will be around, and we'll just go from place to place and we'll just see what's up. So have your stuff out, whatever you got. If you just, there's more mediums here. I think there's probably more mediums here than anything else tonight. So which is cool. Whatever you do, do it, and we'll come walk around and see what we find out. And then sometimes it takes the last time we did this, it took a life of its own. This elemental spirit actually started. Jan, you're gonna bring the geoport out, right? Mm-hmm. Dan will have this geoport. We actually had elementals talking to us, and then called for a specific person who was actually the caretaker of the place, who had known about this tree. I told him about this tree. Other people had told him about this tree, how much it loved the area and how great it was and stuff like that. And he could never feel it. And all of a sudden, he had that breakthrough. And it's touching. It was a great time. It's actually a piece of film on YouTube. It was a very emotional experience for him. It was for me too. Shoot, I was almost crying. So yeah. Am I promising magic tonight? No, I don't. I can't promise that. We're gonna open up for it and we're gonna give it a good shot. Okay. So, anybody have any questions? All right.
Okay.
Mr. Class, what's your next move, sir?
So we'll take a few minute break, and then I'm gonna split